dead before I said let's fight!
No! That's impossible!
By the way.
BT Dubs is BTW. I'm gonna bust you up! Help, I'm not coming down. Where am I? Help!
Milk!
Chance got $5.
The champ got 5 on it.
Back where it came from.
Go back where it came.
Ah, here we go. Oh, fuck. Oh, God. Go fast enough.
Oh, I tried to go empty jump low. Don't hold for me.
Wow! One live, you coward! Oh no, I should have done that.
Hello, YouTube. Welcome. My name's Scum. I'm joined by Meshi, and this is the 11th episode of the First to 50 podcast, where me, myself, and I, and my co-host, whose name I already mentioned, and he won't say by himself, we talk about video games, movies, anime, stuff we watch, and random anecdotes that we tend to find ourselves going down the rabbit hole with. How are you doing today, Meshi?
Doing all right. For what?
I'm sorry I asked.
Oh.
So, just had to stick a jab out, just, measure the distance across this table. I guess we'll start with our weeks. What was I up to? You might be asking yourself.
I know I am.
Good. I was looking across the table at you. So like last week, again, I played a lot of First Descendant. A new update came out with a new Ultimate Descendant. It's Luna's turn, who is the DJ lady. I'm currently still farming her. So this update came with a new Descendant, of course, to, farm. It came with a new dog to farm as well, who gives you mana back as his stat bonus. He's a husky, super cute. Oh, hold on. Get a little blurry on me. And it's one of these updates that has some content as far as like playable characters, but there's no new stages and there's no new bosses. So it's kind of like just like, I guess, a fun patch where a lot of it was more, oh, we're going to introduce that lounge thing I talked about last week where like you can like go first person mode to go hang out with the Descendants or whatever. And you could unlock the shower room, and they came out with new outfits like the bathrobe and the loungewear.
I don't remember you mentioning the shower room.
Yeah. So there's that room where I pulled that freeze frame up of Bunny on the bed spreading her legs. There's a shower with multiple emotes. Some of them you can unlock through gameplay. Luna here came out with her own story mission that I think culminates in this concert at the end for Albion, leaning into very much the K-pop side of things. As I don't think I'm mad at it. It just was one of those patches that just seems kind of like the content they released was kind of just fun for what it was and not really like substantial. Does that make sense? There's like no new there's no new like challenges to do. It's more of like, oh, just keep enjoying the same and just get the new Descendant and hang out with. So the lounge, right?
Yeah.
You go in there and you can't just go there from like the start menu. No. You have to log into the game. Everyone has to see you. and everyone has to watch you go right and head for the lounge door to know that you're about to go goon maxing on the internet.
It's the walk of shame.
So everyone's like huddled around this whatever's like, some people are like AFK, and you're like, yeah, he's about to go do something, isn't he?
Do something real weird.
So you walk in, all of your descendants are there. They're just in the room, like they're all in different areas. There's like a couch, a kitchen, all this other stuff going on. And it's one of those things where I could tell it's not really for someone that's like me necessarily, because it's a lot of, oh, let me set my action figures up and like get them to do stuff or stare at them while they cycle through. They have like multiple emotes and like phrases they'll say to you and stuff. And it's randomized whenever you enter in there, so descendants are in the same place. I've unlocked like 15 of them so far, so it's kind of funny walking in for the first time and there's just 15 people in this room be like, hey, how's it going? As there's like 8 of them in the couch area because there's not enough spaces for them. Yeah, it's I'm still having fun with it, but it's not one of those content things where I'm like itching to like, oh, I gotta get Ultimate Luna. Like I'm farming. I've got like 2 pieces of her, and I've made like Ultimate Glay and Ultimate Blair. I cooked them up, but that's still fun. I'm having fun with that game. But Korea has a chokehold on me apparently, because I talked about BDO, thought about BDO, and now I started playing BDO, and this has been a majority of my week, where it's been really fun. I've even picked up a second character. This is her. She's the Guardian. She's really cool. Kicks you and hits you really hard. It's kind of funny walking. Huh?
Finally picked your goon class, eh?
Yeah, I had a really hard time deciding, and then I was like, I want a character that I can kind of be mindless on, right? Because a lot of the goon maxing characters that I'd be like, ooh, that lady's really, really, really hot. It's for like the turbo sweaty, like just mashing on your keyboard, doing a bunch of stuff. Meshy Guardian's super easy to play. She's just like, oh, I'm going to do this move with a ton of super armor on it, and I'm going to beat the shit out of you. She's pretty great. She's fun. I missed out on some events, so I'm doing them on that character so I can get upgraded accessories for my main character, Striker. It's been a while since I played an MMO, and I've kind of lost track of my time. My weekend like evaporated. Other than that, I've been playing a lot of Street Fighter. I'm bouncing around in the 14 to 1500 MR rating, so I'm learning the game that people have been playing for a while. So that's fun. It's challenging. I find myself, I think, enjoying the competitive aspect of a fighting game again. And I've also been doing that in Strive. I've been playing the new rank system. We made it up to... We're at the end of Platinum 3, almost to Diamond. And then there's 3 levels of Diamond, and then there's the Vanguard rating, which is kind of like Master Rank for Strive. So, like, I'm on the last push of rank. I put on Linkin Park and a bunch of, like, 2000s alt-rock, and I just sat here for, like, 3 hours and just grinded through Street Fighter and Strive, just ranked, just... And I didn't realize, like, I don't think I give myself enough credit. I looked back at my matches, and I was like, wait, I won 90% of the sets I played. Why am I so angry?
You never remember the victory. You only remember the losses.
Yeah, it's like, why the fuck did that person do that? That makes no sense. But I've been learning some new Milia stuff. It's fun. But to the real fun side of it, we played not necessarily first to 50. We played 50 games, a best of 50. And I got to mess around with Eno. And Eno, she's really fun. I have this bad problem when playing a fighting game where I get back into them and then I want to learn like 8 characters at the same time, and it's hard for me to like focus on like one. You have a blessing. You like this character and you're just gonna play him.
You damn right I do.
But it was fun. It was fun to dive back in, and it was. If you've been watching and listening along this long, this is how the name of our podcast came about. I first started streaming, and I was in the park, and I kept fighting this fat gold loose player, and he kept readying up, even though I kept like taking his burst and beating him. He kept queuing back up, and I was like, "What's wrong with him?" And he wouldn't stay down. And now here we are, years later. What was it like for you, Meshi, getting back into playing Strive?
Oh, it was fun. Like, I always think I haven't played this in so long, it's gonna take a minute, but Gold Lewis is so swing happy that I don't really need to think about. I get into the character very easily, so it's fun.
You're like, oh yeah, 2P, 6P, swing the coffin, jump D, I'm in there.
Yeah. And loop it.
And then I realized something. It was really funny looking back at it. So Lucy came out. I bought her. I literally haven't played her yet because I started messing around with Eno, biking. I've been learning stuff on my main character, Milia. I didn't get around to her. So the night that we were playing, I think the second night we were playing, I decided to switch to biking. And you suggested playing the Cyberpunk song.
Yeah.
I kind of blacked out, and I kind of was internally screaming like, I can save her! And I didn't get shaken out of that feeling until I literally heard you from across the internet just, get off of me! And I kind of snapped too, and I was like, wait, has it been 8 games that I've been mauling him, and every round has just started with me hitting him and putting him in the corner and just making him guess for his life? It was 8 games later. You're like, get off of me! I was like, oh, hold on. Let me reel it back in a little bit. Because bike it's so easy because it's you land the heavy claw grab into the knockdown and you get a meaty tatami mat into high-low. So it's kind of a character that you just like stick to them once you've like gotten in. And then I was like, no, I could save Rebecca. I could do it. I can do it. That was just a funny anecdote I remember from our gameplay. No, it's been fun. It's been even when playing online. Happy Chaos, the reason I stopped playing that game in the first place.
Yeah.
I've even been fighting him. It's still awful. It's very strange, the idea that a character can run at you full screen, shooting a gun by his head and put you in block stun as he runs at you. He's literally full screen is just like, I don't like the distance between us. Bang, 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 as he's running at you.
Oh man, that guy. Fuck that guy.
And then all of his pressure is contingent on him doing a string. If he has a bullet, he can make everything plus. So he does an unsafe string and he just shoots the gun from the side of his head. He's just like, button, 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 button. He's negative. I plus again. And just like, and then he gets out a left, right roll. The character's like cancer. I don't understand what they were thinking. Even that's not really upsetting me all that much. It's still kind of infuriating, but I think it's been 5 years since this game's come out almost.
Yeah. Yeah, it's probably been about that long, yeah.
I think the hate in my heart really just burned really brightly, and I think it's starting to simmer down now, and I think that's a good sign because Jam's going to probably be coming out soon, if not within like the next year or something. So I'm like, okay, maybe I've accepted what this is.
And that's either going to go really well or I'm going to hear about it a lot.
Stay tuned. He's stuck in here with me.
Please let her be good, please.
I've already decided. Even if she's literal cheeks, I need to understand that she's coming out at like the tail end of the game, and this is the time I get to like spend with her, if that makes sense.
That's my last few moments before the other game comes out.
And if you don't know, the new Guilty Gear got canceled. Development got chopped.
Oh.
I think it's because they're working on the Token Marvel fighting game or whatever.
Oh yeah, the Marvel one, yeah.
I think they landed that contract, and I don't think that Strive, or I don't think the next Guilty Gear thing that they were working on was kind of be. I don't know. They've apparently they've stopped, so I've heard.
Big Marvel money came in. They're like, "What the fuck are you doing? Get back to work!"
Get back to work. Because if you don't know, Beshi, Guilty Gear was their was how they sold their Red engine and all of that stuff. It was kind of like their showcase of like, we can make anime-esque looking things look like this if you want to hire us to make your games. And that's why they got the Dragon Ball contract and Grand Blue and all that stuff, was just because they anyway showcased that. Yeah, I feel as though I've fallen back into fighting game scum and MMO scum at the same time. So a lot of my streaming content has just been online service games, and I've been playing fighting games in my spare time while listening to music, and it's kind of amazing. I'm enjoying myself. But I think we could wait, hold on. Did you play anything else this week?
I just did the fighting games with you.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I think we're going to hop into the section of our podcast with a seamless transition that no one mentioned into the movies and stuff that we watched. I'm going to start because I haven't talked enough and it's only been 16 minutes.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. I watched The Bourne Identity. I saw this on Amazon Prime. I've had a membership since like 2008 or something. I've been like an
Guy's always
OG.
fucking bragging about how long he's had memberships for. Jesus Christ.
Look at my 21 years of service with Steam. Me and Gabe Newell, we're like this, son. I mean, I'm sorry. I've been around since 1.6 Counter-Strike. If you know, you know.
Brothers, I get it.
Exactly. Me and get like this, son. We're just waxed heads.
That going through the window that just happened looked super weird.
Was it? Well, and that's the other thing. I've already talked to you about this movie. This movie was like, a lot of the moments were just come across as very goofy. Like, I think we accepted a lot less back then. I'm really surprised. This movie was 2 hours long, mind you. And the falling scene, this thing
Did he live by falling on top of that guy?
Yes. He bounced off the fat guy who they fell like 10 stories and he just rolled away and he got out of the building. Meshi, this movie was awful. As he's falling, as y'all saw in that trailer, or if you're listening, he kicked a guy through a railing and he got on his back and he fell on top of him down a fucking like stairwell thing. And as he's falling, he points his pistol at a guy's head that's coming up the stairs to try to kill him. It makes a shotgun noise, and he shoots the guy in the head, which makes no sense. The Foley artist on this movie, I don't understand what they were thinking. Like, the fight scenes literally are like Acme cartoon, like slaps and like hits that don't even sync up. I laughed twice in this movie over the span of 2 hours. And I think that was the only redeeming things. Because I thought, like, hey, I'm playing an MMO. I'm bored. Let me just put on a movie. And, like, this thing has, like, 6 movies. It spawned a franchise. Maybe it's got some cool action stuff.
It's 2002. Oh, this makes a lot of sense now.
Yeah. It did not age even slightly well. Just hurt me to watch. The Boring Identity, it has been dubbed. I would not recommend it. The entire movie is just literally him waking up in the middle of the ocean, a fisherman finding him and cutting a transmitter out of him or something, and him not knowing who he is. A division of the U.S. government trying to get him back because they sent him to assassinate somebody apparently, and it's so boring. It's so long with nothing happening. He has the same conversation with the girl that he ends up coming across, who's like a gypsy who lives off the grid. And the U.S. government's like, who is this person who doesn't exist on the grid? Why is he hanging out with her? What conspiracy could she be in? But she's like, I don't want to pay taxes. So it's like this weird dichotomy of like the government being like, who is this person? And she's just like, I'm broke. You know, and
Can't afford to exist.
you know, it's I think I've said my piece. Eventually he finds out he went to assassinate the target on the boat, and then he found the guy, the politician of this other country, and he's holding the politician was holding his son, and he's like, oh God, I can't do this. So he walks away and he gets shot in the back and falls in the ocean. Matt Damon. That's all I have to. That's it. That's my piece on that. I'm trying to decide what I want to hear from you first. We're gonna start with this one, Meshy. Tell me all about Alien. What happened?
So I didn't want to wait for another episode because I saw a YouTube short like pop up briefly. I was like, fuck. I was like, great. Now I'm gonna start getting these. People are gonna start spoiling shit for me, those assholes. So anyway, I watched this episode because this is the episode where it reveals what happens on the ship that causes it to basically plummet into Earth.
Yeah. Okay.
And it was it felt like a good Alien movie, but it was only an hour, if that makes sense.
Yeah. No, I got it.
In which just like shit goes wrong, but not in like a stupid way. So basically one of the guys is in contact with the Prodigy guy, that asshole on the screen right now.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, we have all this weird shit I could bring it to. And he's like, okay. He's like, what do you want in exchange? He's like, well, you're making all those robot bodies. Put me in one of them. He's like, all right, yeah, we'll do it. Crash the ship into one of my cities. Bring me the stuff. He's like, what if I don't survive the crash? And the guy's just like, huh, well, that would suck for you, Al, wouldn't it? So anyway, he doesn't survive the crash. But like, oh man, because it's not just aliens on that ship. I mean, there are aliens on the ship, but not like the traditional xenomorph. There's like a lot of weird creatures that they found. And one of them is like the fucking bugs that just drink all of the blood inside of your body.
Oh.
It's just like, and it basically like one of them gets out of its cell and like shits eggs into somebody's water. And then it's like 5 minutes of, is she drinking it? Is she not drinking it? And then suddenly someone else grabs the water. It's like, my food's really hot. And just downs it.
No. Hot.
And so then he has like all these tiny little like parasite things just sucking the blood out from inside of him. It's creepy. And then like, and there's like the octopus monster with the eyes,
and
it fucking gets out because it's like super smart. And the doctor on there makes a stupid mistake because someone else comes in and interrupts her thought process, and it's able to escape that way. And you don't see it take over the guy's body, but he does one of those like creepy, like, I'm standing here with my back to you kind of things, and everyone's like, hey, come on, we gotta steal this door, what are you doing? Just like the slow turn. And then it's trying to mimic his gestures, so you see like the little tentacle come out of his nose, and he does like that does the smile, like it forces the smile for him that he usually does.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
And then Oh man, the octopus thing is like really creepy because it like gets cornered and then it makes the guy it's controlling do like the alien stress signal, and the fucking
Ooh.
alien comes and starts fighting everything. And then it like they all escape and the octopus body guy is like trapped in with the xenomorph, and so it's like, oh fuck this, and it goes into combat mode. It starts trying to fight the xenomorph and like jumps on its back and like bites into his neck. And it just gets the shit stabbed out of it, and then it escapes and like runs off. It's really it was a good episode. It was only an hour, maybe like 45, 50 minutes, depending on
Mhm.
credits. But it felt like a genuine alien movie. And I really enjoyed it. It was a good
More that
episode.
could be said about a lot of the Alien franchise.
Yeah, yeah. It was better than 3. It was better than 4.
That's all we can hope for. I'm glad that the first descended Alien podcast is still rolling strong. But you watch something else.
Yeah, speaking of midgets, Peter Dinklage
Uh-huh.
gets his comeuppance in the final
Already season
episode.
1? He already got his
Yeah.
kaputskis? What happened?
I didn't think he would, but I was like, ah, they probably are. And they'll do their own story. So basically, because last week I said Angel died, right? Yeah.
Yeah, you got
Peter
shot in the back
Dinklage
by Peter.
kills him.
Yeah. Mm.
Peter. Dexter's trapped in the vault. Um, and he's trapped in the vault with all of the murder tools from all the other serial killers and stuff. He's
Mhm.
like, I'm not fucking dying in here. Meanwhile, Peter Dinklage is off having his party downstairs. Um, and Dexter finds like all of these serial killer files that the guy has stored in his vault, and one of them is his bodyguard file, and he's like keeping track of her and collecting all this evidence to use against her if she ever turns on him.
Mhm.
Um, so basically, he gets Batista's cell phone and calls his son, who comes in, basically infiltrates the party, and through a series of steps unlocks the vault for him. And
Mhm.
they have a confrontation with the bodyguard, and she's like, you burn that shit, and then she kind of like fucks off as like a
Oh,
way
because
of
she got
being
out
like,
from under the thumb. She's just like, oh,
yeah.
the blackmail's gone now. Okay.
So she disappears, and then Peter Dinklage is in his party, and Dexter's like, okay, well, I have to go the way I came in. You go back through the party, because he's disguised as the help. His son
Yeah.
is. He's like, all
Okay.
right. So he goes to the party, and basically Peter Dinklage sees him. So he goes to security room. He's like, show me this footage. He sees the son. He's like, give me your gun. And the guy's like, what? He's like, give me your gun and turn off the cameras. He's like, okay. So he goes and he captures Dexter's son and he brings him back to the vault. Dexter and him have one final confrontation um in that vault. And he does the same thing he did in Dexter Rebirth at the end, where he tells Peter Dinklage to shoot him instead, because Peter Dinklage, having killed Batista, is like, I have the itch, I have the urge now. I get why you kill people. And I'm like, I really want to do, I want to continue this. And he's like, okay, well, you kill me instead of my son. Let my son live, uh, so that he can live with, the sadness of me dying.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like considering it for a moment. Then he goes, yeah, but I don't leave witnesses. And so he goes to shoot him.
Mm-hmm.
And then Dexter's son stabs him in the gut with that knockout juice that Dexter always uses.
Oh, yeah. What we're talking about.
And so Peter Dinklage gets his comeuppance. He gets strapped to the table. It's it's so funny because he's obviously a midget, right? And he's just
Yeah.
like saran wrapped to this table. He doesn't even take up all of it.
Swaddle like a baby in saran wrap.
Like, I really thought he wasn't going to end up on that table. I thought he was going to get thrown off a building or something non-Dexter related, because why would Dexter kill him like he kills all the other serial killers? Because he's like
Yeah.
infatuated with him. Like, I really thought he was gonna die in a very unorthodox way.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he does go out the way that everyone else does. Um, and Peter Dinklage does a very good job at like banging for his life and being all, over the top, like, don't fucking kill me, don't fucking kill me, I'll give you money, I'm rich.
I'm rich, bitch.
And then Dexter, goes to do his like, I slice your neck, or I slice your cheek, and I put you in the blood vial collection thing that he has.
Yeah, the collection of little glass things. Yeah.
And then he's thinking about it, and then he doesn't. And then Peter Dinklage is just like, oh, I knew you couldn't ignore all that money. And then he's like, no, 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 no. I am going to kill you, but I only put people in there that I want to remember. And then he just stabs him through the heart.
That was pretty good.
And then he proceeds to chop him up. And I think Dexter usually puts him in like 9 bags, right? I don't think he puts him in 9 bags. I think he's so small that he does like 4. And then he sets off the alarm in the vault and disappears with the body, and then all the because it's like a police ball or something like that that's downstairs. They all come up and they're like, "Oh shit, what is all this crap?" It's like every serial killer weapon and names and all this other shit. And of course, Dexter kept like a bunch of the files for himself, so he could go out and murder people. But no, so then Dexter just disposes of the body, and then he has kind of like a fourth wall break monologue in which he exclaims, he goes through all like, oh, I was trying to be this and I couldn't do it, and I was trying to be this and I couldn't do it, but now I'm exactly the Dexter that you want me to be, as he's looking into the camera, and then it kind of cuts off at the season.
Oh, I see. So it's like, oh, we could have a second season if we wanted to.
Yeah.
Yeah, setting it up. What'd you rate it out of 10 as a finale?
Yeah, I was really thinking it was going to have like a post-credit scene in which he goes and kills like the fat guy that he didn't get to kill, who like kills people with ponytails. Because he gets away. He leaves before he fucks off. He leaves the state before Dexter can kill him, because he's like, there's a bunch of weird shit happening. I'm going back home. And so Dexter's like really pissed about it, and he's like, I'm gonna fucking track you down, you fat fuck. And so now he has his name. So I thought it was gonna be like a post-credit scene where fucking like strangles the guy with ponytails or something.
No, you'll have to wait for the next season for that, Meshi, if you get it.
Yeah.
What would you rate it out of 10 as a finale for a season 1?
I'd give it an 8.2. I enjoyed it.
An 8.2.
Yeah. I mean, I really like Peter Dinklage, so like it's hard not to enjoy him getting his comeuppance. But I really,
and watching him chew up the scenery the way he can.
I really thought he was going to last like 2 seasons, though. I didn't think they were going to kill him off immediately. But what are you going to do?
What are you going to do?
Maybe he'll come back as another ghost that haunts Dexter every now and then. That'd be great. That's real fucking funny.
With Dokes having him on his shoulder. Look what I found, motherfucker. And they just stare at Dexter around corners.
Just be a sarcastic duo. Oh my god, I would love that. I would love just a sitcom of Ghost Dokes and Ghost Peter Dinklage following Dexter around, making comments about his shit. That would be so great. You're doing it wrong, motherfucker.
If only. Well, after I got done with the disappointment of The Boring Identity, another movie came on. Okay. And the movie's called Infinite, starring Mark Wahlberg.
Marky Mark?
Yes. Mark Wahlberg. This movie was literally awful. I think I would describe it as The Dark Tower mixed with like a young adult novel, kind of like Hunger Games or like Divergent or like Maze Runner. So the movie is Mark Wahlberg is a diagnosed
Mark Wahlberg.
schizophrenic who gets his medication from forging a katana because he feels as though he has the memory of a blacksmith in that era of Japan and he can make a katana, so he makes a drug dealer katana for a supply of
Oh,
pills to manage
okay.
his schizophrenia.
I got really confused when you said he makes a katana as his medication. Like, what?
Yeah, to pay for his medication.
Pay for his medication. Okay, I missed the pay part. I thought you meant
Okay.
his medication was forging a katana. I was like, this is
No, no,
really
no.
confusing
For his
already.
medication, he forges a katana and gives it to a drug dealer to get his meds.
Gotcha.
So apparently he's not schizophrenic, or maybe he is. I don't quite understand. But so the whole thing has to deal with Mark Wahlberg being a person that gets reincarnated over and over again. Like this young man on this thing with a sword is one of his past lives. This entire movie is Mark Wahlberg interacting with people like 20 to 30 years younger than him, and it just not working. It
Okay.
it it'd be like if you replace Jennifer Lawrence in the Hunger Games with Betty White. It just doesn't work.
It's like
Because
trying to watch Robert De Niro when they put him on the face makeup to make him look young, but he still does like the old man walk.
essentially, because he's interacting with these people who are saying kind of this cringy, like young adult novel dialogue, and because they're called like the Infinites, and the other side of the enemy people who are trying to end the world by destroying that reality are called the Nihilists, and it's just very kind of like.
So is it one of those movies where there's like a bad sect that always gets reincarnated and they're trying to destroy the world, and a good sect that gets reincarnated, but there's only like one of them or two of them, and they're supposed to
It's literally the opposite. So there's
Oh,
one bad guy who keeps getting reincarnated, and he wants to end it all. Meanwhile, Marky Mark finds the group of multiple people who keep getting reincarnated as they're trying to study more of human DNA and how it works and why people reincarnate.
I see. Would it
And mhm.
would it have been better if it was someone younger and not Marky Mark? Or is it
It
just a
would have
god
been a
awful movie?
better movie, but the movie still would have been dumb and bad. It's kind of like the himbo bimbo, like just kind of like brainless, kind of like whatever. It's a lot of like terms being thrown around, like they're like these big like exposition moments, but it's dumb things like "we are the infinites" type shit.
No, don't say that.
You
Don't say
know,
You never say that in a movie. We
it,
are the infinite.
it's just
Please tell me it
so.
was Marky Mark that said it.
He might have. I
What? No, we're the infinites.
that's how he interacts with these people. And these people are younger. This group of ragtag people who are like young and hip, and he's like, "I'm one of you guys," and they have to like go along with it. Not that it's an inside joke to them that he's old, but they actually have to act as though, yeah, you fit in here perfectly.
Oh,
It,
shit.
Well,
Okay.
to give you the layer of complexity of this movie, there's a specific device, the what do you call the thing, the MacGuffin of this movie, that it's gonna destroy the reality. It essentially is said if this guy activates it and finds the pieces, it will Thanos snap people out of existence by destroying human DNA, and we won't be able to reincarnate. It'll just wipe out everybody for
Okay.
reasons. So the whole movie starts with this younger guy in a limo and he's driving away doing car katas and all this crazy stuff running away from, and he's on the phone with these two other people. He's like, I've got the thing. He's doing all the stuff, and it's really over the top, and he's like putting his hand out the window, invoking some kind of magic or something that never gets explained. And he pulls out a car lighter, and he's like trying to like cauterize a cut on his side. Like, I was like, it's over the top. Why? It's not even that shot. Why are you doing this? And he's like, I'm gonna do it. And he goes to like run this sports car off a bridge. And he's like, if I fail, look inside.
Oh my god.
And so the whole thing cuts away and doesn't show you what happens or whatever after he like bails out of the car and like uses the katana to like get on this bridge. It like cuts, and then it goes to Marky Mark, who like wakes up. He's like, oh my god, it was so real. And then he goes on this monologue about how he's schizophrenic and how he's trying to like handle his whatever. And he's like, apparently during an episode of his, he carved in his chest, look inside. So it's this whole thing. It's like, why? And like multiple characters ask you like, why would you do that? And he's like, why not?
Wait.
So you're wondering what's going on. You have a question?
Yes, my question is, so do they reincarnate into like full adult bodies, or is that never explained? Because like this scene, that guy that jumps off the bridge, he's obviously a reincarnation of Marky Mark, right? Or one of his.
Yeah, this is pre Marky Mark.
And that's kind of he's in like a more modern scene. And in the movie, Marky Mark is like 45 or 50 or something.
It's the future.
It's okay, so it's way future.
Yeah, no, they get reincarnated as children again and grow up.
Okay.
So
I was thinking like every time they die, they just pop up as like an older man.
No, so it jumps to Marky Mark, and he does this whole thing, and he's going through this stuff, and he can't get a job, and he sells a katana to a drug dealer. He jumps out a window, and then he gets arrested, and then the bad guy finds him.
Okay.
So the whole thing of like, look inside, it all comes to the grand reveal of, wait a minute. So we're taught as infinites to not care about our bodies, right? Because the soul gets reincarnated, so who cares about the meat puppet? We'll see each other again, right? What if we hid it in a place where they wouldn't look? The body. So the other piece of the MacGuffin was literally, he cut open his side and shoved it inside himself, and he said, look inside. So it was an instruction to look inside of his body for the other piece of the thing. Okay. That was the level of writing in this movie, Meshi.
Oh my god, that hurt. So okay, so they go and find his corpse.
They kept his corpse like in this futuristic like freezer storage room where he's in his own like slab, like Hannibal like put him perfectly in there to like slide him into play. Like they're like, yeah, we keep the old body here just in case to study the DNA.
I thought you were gonna tell me something really stupid where it somehow ended up inside of Marky Mark because of reincarnation.
No, nothing like that.
And I would have been like, okay, we're getting really stupid.
No, but during one of his episodes or something, apparently he had a metal plate installed in the back of his head, Marky Mark. So the bad guy goes to shoot him in the back of the head. And the futuristic crazy bullet thing doesn't go inside and explode because it stopped on the plate and fell to the floor.
It's like that Adam West Family Guy skit where he's like, I have a small shield the size of a bullet somewhere on my body, and if you shoot it, you're going to look really foolish.
It's essentially that, man. This movie was so god awful. It felt like a teenager wrote it, and they wrote it with such earnesty, and they were just like, no, these concepts that I like just like found out about, what if I strung them together in this epic tale of a fight across many generations of, and it's just kind of like, it's a giant nothing burger of just whatever.
So can I ask? So
Mhm.
so Marky Mark obviously eventually realizes that he's reincarnated and he has all these skills from past lives. Does
Mhm.
he eventually hit a moment in the movie where he's like, I know how to tap into everything? Japanese swordsman guy, go! And then he like goes, Kung Fu man, go!
No, Meshi, there is a training montage where it's like, oh, you've already lived these lives. So Marky Mark is beating the shit out of people. And they're like, oh, he's actually like really amazing.
Damn.
It's
I-
literally an excuse for him to literally do everything. He jumps onto a plane. Meshi, he jumps onto this plane. Mind you, he's riding this motorcycle across dirt and grass, perfectly jumps it onto the side of the bad guy's airplane, and stands up on the wing and does like a kata pose and is just like, I'm using the mattress so I'm not getting blown off the wing. It's this dramatic moment of him, like, because he's like stabs a sword and he's like, hold on for dear life. He's like, oh God, no. But then he believes, so he stands up and he's just like, I don't know or care about wind.
One of my
And then
past lives was a breeze.
so he opens up the like a little compartment on the door and drops in because he's like 5-0. And the other pilot guy is like, boss, he's in.
Isn't everybody else in his organization reincarnated? Should they all have like skills like his?
Well, so like the main boss lady is like, so for Marky Mark, um, his the leader lady of his organization is kind of like the lady from The Incredibles, the
Okay.
costume designer lady, you know her.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like her, but if she couldn't like move or walk,
I
so she
see.
got reincarnated into a body that didn't really function. It was kind of like the crippled assassins, but with like physical and mental disabilities like coming together.
Uh, gotcha. Okay.
It was kind of preachy in that way. It kind of hurt to watch.
It's one of those things where you would when you found out that you just get reincarnated and you're kind of like in this shitty body, you think you just kind of shoot yourself in the head and be like, "Well, try again."
You heard it here first from this guy across the table. That movie gets a whole lot of nothing from me. It yeah. Um so what else did I do? I watched the live action Tom and Jerry movie from like 2021 or something. Um this movie was like meant to be, it was like it's very of an era of like, oh, 3D movies were kind of like on their way out. But so there's a lot of this movie that's shot with 3D glasses in mind, where stuff is like floating at the camera and stuff. So essentially, there's this big wedding, right, that's going on with that guy from Saturday Night Live, and he's marrying some lady, right? And it's
Okay.
happening at this hotel. The main character of our story is where is she? She gets fired from one of her like remote job things. So she sneaks into the hotel and she steals the main character's on the left. She sneaks into the hotel. She sees a lady sitting, looking very like prim and proper, has a suitcase of luggage, you know, with her, and she has a resume in her lap, and she's like getting ready. And so the girl on the left here walks up to her, is like, "Hey, what are you doing here?" And lady starts talking. She's British, and she's got this long resume of how she's been an event coordinator at big hotels and all the stuff, and she's applying for the job here. The girl on the left basically lies to her and says, well, actually, this was part of the interview. You were kind of rude to me and dismissed me because you thought I was a nobody nothing. You're not fit to work here. I'll take your resume. And so this lady who like moved across the world for a job interview got swindled out of it by this this newly unemployed young girl who steals her resume and fakes her way into the job.
Oh my gosh.
It's kind of awful.
That's so funny.
So essentially Jerry sets up shop, right? And
Right.
so she's trying to get rid of him, and she recruits Tom. And so the whole movie centers around trying to get rid of the mouse, and the antics that go along with it. This movie was so of its time. I mean, it had Tom doing a Fortnite dance and doing the flossing dance whenever they finally got Jerry. I had fun with it. Tom was more Tom than anything. There's a wonderful bit where Tom is in Central Park and he's playing a piano and he's wearing like Stevie Wonder glasses, right? And people are donating money to him, and he's playing the things like, oh God, yeah, this blind cat's just playing the piano. Look at him go, everybody, for New York, right? And so everyone's giving him money and stuff, and Jerry comes along and fucks it up and starts like messing with him. And then Tom tries to grab him, and everyone sees it, and they're like, wait a minute, you're not blind. I want my money back. Never mind, it's a cat playing a piano. It's like, you're not blind. It was just funny bits like that. There was a few moments of that through this movie that were enjoyable. The rest of it was it felt very like, hello, fellow kids. Trying to like modernize a classic kind of like funny thing going on. Where like, Tom here trying to play the piano for a pretty other cat who's checking into the hotel. And he starts singing like in auto tune, so it's kind of hard to listen to. But all this stuff where like Tom like falls to the street and gets shocked by lightning and stuff, it's all fun. It's got that dude from what's his name, Meshi? Who's this guy?
Oh, something Chen.
Yeah, or what was he in The Hangover?
Hangover, yeah.
Anyways. Like, he's the head chef. He's got a couple funny bits, but it also feels like some dialogue that kind of like he makes it funny, but on paper it's not really all that funny to begin with.
I see.
It's a lot of talent in one movie that it's kind of just these great pieces of a puzzle don't necessarily fit together on the same puzzle, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Yeah. But he has a Batman moment where he flies up and he does this, and then his wings start falling apart. It's, you know, and I got my Tom yell out of it. You know, that's all you know, that's all you can really ask for.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I had fun with it. I really wouldn't recommend it other than that. And this is something I want to talk about. Meshi, we watched this together.
Oh yeah.
We watched the new Naked Gun movie.
Oh, just remembering part.
What did you think about it?
When I first saw the initial trailer, like when it first was announced, I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
I didn't have very high hopes for it. And then we watched that second trailer like a month ago. I don't remember when we watched it. And I was like, okay, I think it'll at least be decent. And then we saw it and I was like very pleasantly surprised. I enjoyed it.
this movie, I feel as though outdid itself. From initial thoughts was like, oh, is this in bad taste? Into this is kind of good. I haven't laughed this hard. The fucking breakfast chili dogs.
After that, I had 5 more.
And, you know, the coffee bit was great where they keep throwing away their coffees for new coffee. It just timeless physical humor and dry delivery. Liam Neeson, I feel as though outdid himself. I really lost him in the character of the original guy's son, right?
Yeah.
I didn't feel like I was watching Taken Man trying to do something. I genuinely felt like this would have been his son.
I think, oh man, the bit where he's driving the car and he's trying to escape and all the shit keeps flying in, and then suddenly, like, instead of it being a plate of glass, it's a windscreen that they're going across that just seals back the car.
Just the new windshield falls perfectly into place.
Oh shit, there's so many good bits in it.
No, this was a genuinely fun film, and in an era where things are getting brought back to be ruined, I feel as though Leslie Nielsen would have been happy to see this be like the new like reimagining of the Naked Gun series going forward, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing but high praise. I highly recommend going to watch that movie. I haven't laughed that hard in a very, very long time.
Have you ever been in a fight before? oh, my tummy.
Where did the tummy? Oh, and then when he's fighting all those guys, well, everyone goes crazy at a certain point in the movie through Tesla magic, and Liam Neeson gets 2 guns, and all the berserk people look at him and like, I don't want to hurt you. And he points the guns at him, and then he starts ejecting the clip and hitting people with the clips and re-catching them and re-ejecting them. And then he hits a guy in the face and knocks out his tooth. He loads the falling tooth into one of the guns and shoots the tooth back into the tooth socket. This movie was just fantastic. I can't recommend the new Naked Gun movie enough. I feel as though it's the only good thing I've watched this entire week.
Oh, it's so good.
Front to back. I think that ends it for our recap and stuff. We're gonna watch some trailers of things that came out. Because I haven't got to watch all these. I think we're gonna put this all up forward. So Marvel Rivals is introducing their new characters, Meshi. Do you know who they are?
No, I don't know either.
Okay, so this is first for you. This might be your lady. This is Angela. She was a Spawn character, a Todd McFarlane character, who eventually got graced over to the actual Marvel universe, kind of like when Fox lost the rights to the X-Men to Disney, and Deadpool and Ryan Reynolds made that joke about going to the big time.
Wait, she's a Spawn character?
Yes, she's from Spawn. She's one of the angels from Spawn. And then she ended up... Essentially, Marvel acquired the rights to Spawn or something, and they took one of the characters and, like, through portal magic, put them into the new Guardians of the Galaxy. And now, she's going to be a character in Marvel Rivals. Here she is, Meshi.
My birth and past are tainted. I fight to reclaim them each day.
Tony, no!
Oh my god.
Thoughts and prayers.
Did she say thoughts and prayers?
That's so fucking good. Oh man, I can see that character being so fucking annoying.
A giant muscle mommy
Now is the
stabbing
time
people.
for salvation. Heaven, fall! Weaklings! Overconfidence will destroy you.
Interesting. Okay. Well, that's Angela. Meshi, what'd you think of her?
Hold me.
Oh man.
No, it's interesting. I can already see that she's gonna be really fucking annoying if she can do that, like just grab you and drag you shit a lot, like getting away with it.
Yeah.
Ugh.
You know, it's one of these things where I think I already have this game reinstalled. I wanted to play more Magneto at certain points, and I want to play Emma Frost. And those are tank characters. I feel as though for these types of games, I feel as though I might be a tank player. And then I wanted to watch. They released a trailer for the new season coming out, and Daredevil's in it, Meshi. So, and I really like this animation style. Whatever they're doing, Marvel Games with who's the Chinese dev who's making this game? Whatever y'all are doing, keep doing it. I love this animation style. It looks really good to me.
Every time someone says Daredevil's in a game, all I can think about is you having to like play it as if you're blind, and then just have like sound effects in the distance popping up.
Yes, it's a black screen, and you get like just outlines of people as like sound, like whatever.
Deep Song, guardian of the 8th city, surrender to the hand of heaven.
The devil doesn't kneel before false angels.
So be it. You are not the only one without fear!
Like they went full Animu, Meshi. It was pleasant to look at, wasn't it?
Yeah. I could watch
A visual spectacle.
Yeah, I could watch a movie like that.
You might get something like that, Meshi. Have you seen this yet?
No.
Okay. Well, we're just gonna let it. I have the omnibus of this. I have read this. I enjoyed it when it came out. I feel as though it got a little long in the tooth, but I had fun for a majority of it. I'm interested to see what they do with it in terms of animating it.
Please tell me it's about to say the following preview is rated zombie. Damn. That works too.
Captain America.
All the Avengers are dead. And they're coming for us.
All right, we got a world to save.
Who are these losers?
It's the Seven Rings guy, right?
Oh,
Shit.
that person ate it really hard.
Zombie panda.
That goes kind of hard. Oh, did Ant-Man just eat it?
Oh my god, that was so cool. Who is that?
I don't know who that's supposed to be. I assume this is supposed to be
That's how
Blade.
you do that then.
Where's the?
Or
I
is
guess
that
I was
supposed to
listening
be
to Marvel.
Taskmaster?
Oh, is that who that was supposed to be? Oh, did you watch Thunderbolts?
I didn't watch Thunderbolts.
Okay, because I didn't know if they made Taskmaster a lady in that movie or not. Because I know they killed
She
her
is.
off.
Yeah, in
Oh, where's my
Black
stupid
Widow.
Skeletor guy?
I
what are you
don't know
gonna
if
do?
you watched the Marvel What If series where they did this like the same animation style, but one of the worlds that they go to is the zombie world in that. So
Oh, they've already done Marvel Zombies, except it was like just a one-off episode thing.
yeah, you kind of go there or in the thing they do like they go there and it's already happened. So I'm sure this is like the outbreak itself and kind of how everything went to
I
shit.
see. Yeah, I feel as though like it was fun reading it because it was just one of the things like, oh, the classic thing of like, oh, alternate thing where we can do whatever we want and like kill people off horribly that you wouldn't expect to like die or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
Which I thought was I was a little underwhelmed by that trailer, I'm not gonna lie. It's probably because it followed up that 2 minutes of like really stylized animation for just like more typical whatever, which I guess I can't really fault that for. But Meshi, we have an official teaser cast trailer for the Street Fighter movie.
Jason Momoa Blanca?
So we got Jason Momoa Blanca, we have 50 Cent Balrog. Let's go left to right. I don't know who this is for Ryu.
Okay,
and
hold
I don't
on. Is this actually for real, or is this somebody making a fan cast?
This is a
thing?
cast reveal trailer, Meshi.
Jesus Christ.
Filmed for IMAX. Okay, so we've got Ken. We got whoever this guy is, Ryu. I don't know who this lady's supposed to be, Chun-Li. But we got this wrestler guy with the dumb flag neck tattoo. I forgot what his name is. I don't know who this guy in a mask is supposed to be. Vega, or should I say Claw, because it's different.
I'm gonna guess that he took his picture with that mask on because he's playing Vega.
Oh,
He's like,
1,000%.
use this.
Yeah, they've got 50 Cent playing Balrog. Jason Momoa playing Blanca. I feel like I know who this person is.
Is that the Punisher? No, he's Indian. It can't be him. Okay.
No, that's not. No. I just watched. This guy was in Infinite. He's like the big beard guy with axes. He's playing Geef, which that's fine. I think I know who that is E Honda. Oh my god, this guy's playing Bison.
Is that
Wasn't
I
he
think
in your
that-
Dexter show?
Yeah, he's the Trinity killer. Or not Trinity, he's the Gemini killer.
Yeah, and he was also in that Late Night with the Devil movie we watched. He's playing Bison.
I wonder if they're going for more. Who was it that played Bison in that original Street Fighter?
They're
movie?
definitely going for that guy. See,
Yeah.
and that's where, like, when I saw his face there, I was like, oh, they're definitely leaning into probably the old movie. We have Roman Reigns playing Akuma? That's kind of weird. Okay,
Right.
Roman Reigns playing Akuma. Huh. Another wrestler guy. Okay, who's playing Dan Hibiki? Oh my god, they have this comedian guy playing Dan. God damn it. You know this guy?
No, I don't.
Oh, fucking, what's his name? Mustache.
Is that
comedian.
Eric Andre?
Yes. We'll get to Eric Andre next. Andrew Schultz. See if I can like, this guy's very I enjoy his comedy. It tends to ruffle people's feathers a lot. You'll recognize him, I assume, once I pull him up, actually. This guy? Do you know who he is?
Don't think I do.
He's a stand-up comic. His stuff's pretty funny. I think you would enjoy it. Andrew Schultz is playing Dan Hibiki. That's kind of weird. And then we got Eric Andre playing. I think this is the background announcer, like megaphone guy in one of the stages during Balrog's fight on his stage. Like he's in the background.
Interesting. Okay.
Hold on, let me see if I'm that good with it actually. We'll see it even in the Street Fighter V trailer, I assume. He should be in the background. Let's see.
There's no escape.
Eric Andre's gonna play that guy in the background.
It's kind of a weird, like, yeah, this guy is in it thing for your cast.
Yeah, well, I assume because they're probably gonna have a scene with Balrog, and I guess this guy's Eric Andre's gonna be the announcer or whatever. It is funny that they're like really showcasing that side of it and being like, "Oh yeah, we got Eric Andre for this character." Who's
I
playing?
bet he's just it's gonna be an ongoing joke where he follows Balrog around everywhere he goes. He's just
Announcing
there.
everything that he does.
Yeah.
Okay, and then who we have playing Cammy? I don't know who this is.
I don't know who that is either.
Now I don't know if this is June or one of the other dolls. I don't recognize which doll face this is. I'm so sorry for you doll fans out there. I can't tell which one this is. I'm a fake Street Fighter fan apparently. And I don't even know who the fuck this guy is at the bottom. He's being played by this guy. So whoever those people are, shout outs to you.
Discount Jason Statham.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyways, so we got this cast reveal trailer. Interesting. A lot of wrestlers. Some comedians. I assume it's going to be dumb and silly.
Watch it have no fighting in it.
I mean, I'd be about it. I would be 1,000% like, all right, let's go.
It's just the only time you see Akuma is him selling fruit, and then he's never seen again in the scene.
Giant Roman Reigns selling fruit. Like you're just giving a kid a mango. That's crazy. Here's a movie, Meshi, I didn't see coming.
I did.
Did you?
Yeah, I knew when I saw the first one, I was like, this is gonna get a second one. I just know it. Like, if Conjuring can have 4 and then like multiple spin-offs, this movie can have 2 movies.
I thought this movie sucked. I didn't think it was well received either.
I killed him.
That's why I was surprised at it.
What happened in that
See, I
basement
thought
really
it
changed
was
that.
well received.
Finn, I had a bad dream. It was about missing kids.
It was just a dream.
About a real place. A youth camp. We have to go there.
Band camp. No, maybe I was the one out who was like Stranger Things fatigued. And I wanted to watch Ethan Hawke be like really creepy, and I didn't get that much of it.
I can see that.
You killed me.
He's giving me like
It took me a long time.
Nightmare on Elm Street kind of.
It's very much like that now, because he's dead now. So
It's just a word.
it's even got like the invisible scenes or whatever, like where like, you know, it's definitely gonna be
Wake up!
Stranger Things
This
meets
place
Nightmare on Elm Street.
brought us here for a reason.
Yeah, definitely leaning more into the I don't want to say generic horror, but just horror rather than
Like the cold.
what they did with the first one. Apparently, that woman is gonna get the shit kicked out of her in every scene. Apparently,
Multiple times.
What do you think happens when you die in a dream? It's time to find out.
Interesting.
just don't pick up the phone.
No, just don't pick it up. It's just simply that easy. Don't pick up the phone.
Why is this Nightmare Man not going to voicemail?
All right. I have no idea what the hell this is. I'm not gonna click on that. This looked kind of creepy and weird. Not creepy and weird, more like scratchy and like whatever, and I just want to see what it is.
Okay.
Saw it here first. Squeenix and Aniplex.
Annie Polar. Oh, Metal Alchemist. What the hell is going on? Edward Elric?
Demons of the Shadow Realm. Interesting.
I really thought it was going to be like one of those fancy pantsy art movies with like the opening scene. I thought like the whole movie was just going to be the initial part of that. And I would have been like, I can't
Meshi,
watch this. My
your
eyes hurt.
thoughts on fancy pantsy art movie, and that's all it was going to be, is exactly why those movies aren't made for you.
Yep.
Because
You
you
are
can't pick them out when they're actually happening or not.
Ugh.
Oh, this is gonna be one of those fucking David Lynch things, isn't it?
Oh God.
Oh, it's okay. That was the equivalent of Roy being like, so what do you think the symbolism behind this thing is? Like, Roy, that doesn't matter. Silent Hill 2.
Trying with the sock next to the hamper. It's fine. Don't think about it.
Just don't think about it. So season 3 trailers out, Mesh. Have you watched it yet for
I have
JJK?
not.
Okay,
No.
well, you're gonna watch it here first. Oh, Mesh, you have no idea. I waited so long. Oh, I love
So
Maki.
funny.
It's so sick. I can't wait for essentially the second coming of Toji. It hurt my heart to watch Toji go out. And the fact that I'm gonna get like a semblance of him in such a cool character, I hope I'm happy with it.
So
Well, you already heard.
Did you watch the season where he comes back temporarily? I mean, he's only there for
Yeah,
a
yeah.
few
I
episodes.
watched all JJK. Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh man, when he reincarnated, like he came back in the body of that like the nephew or whatever, that old lady.
Yeah.
Summoner. Yeah, I watched all that. And when his entrance when he goes to fight the lobster guy or whatever, and like he comes through the fucking thing and he's just like fucking so happy, and he takes that like 3-part staff from Maki. He's like, give me that.
I'll show you how to use this thing.
And he grinds down the other. Toji is so sick. Oh my god. And it just, I could write a thesis statement on that final moment that he had across from his son before he stabbed himself in the head. I could write a thesis moment, like a thesis statement on that moment. Oh, I loved it. I miss Toji so much. Anyways, I'm excited for that to get animated. I've enjoyed everything about JJK. As far as it's shonen-esque, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, leaning into the no, they're technically like high school. What's the other thing of like more like adult man stories or whatever? Not so much like coming up.
Adult
Seinen.
man stories.
You know what I'm talking about? Because shonen's like for like young men or young boys growing up into men, right?
Yeah.
Why aren't you a weeb? I need you. Where's my weebs at?
I don't know. It takes so much energy.
Don't worry, Meshi. I was right in the first place. I don't know why I bother asking you questions. It's more
I don't even
stalling
know
for
how I would
time.
find this out.
The seinen is more for young adult men, where shonen is like coming of age male stories, where this is more of like you've already gotten past that, right?
I see.
Anyway, so I taught Meshi something today.
I
I'm
won't
glad I
remember
could
it.
have done that. Because the thing is, I found Yuta like kind of boring from the movie. We didn't get any of him in the anime, did we? Not yet.
No, he kind of shows up for like 5 minutes as like an
Yeah, like a
intro thing.
scene.
Yeah.
Yeah. When he's like with that girl or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't. Maki's there, so I'm kind of set for all of that. When's this coming out? I need to actually let me scroll down. Do we have a January of how many months do we have, Meshi? September,
4.
October, November, December. Yeah, 4 months. Big excite. Is this? Do you think this is gonna be a show that comes out episode by episode, or do you think it's gonna be like they're gonna drop it all at the same time?
Episode by episode.
Oh my god, that's gonna kill me. But I'm not gonna be able to not watch it because people on the internet have literally ruined everything, and I can't check out of the internet for literally like 3 months. I can't do it because it's got to be like what, like 12 to plus episodes. Because the other 2 seasons were 12 episodes, right?
Yeah, something along those lines. It's usually where
Yeah.
it ends up at.
Yeah, I won't be able to check out of the internet for that long, so I'm just going to have to watch them as we go. So this will turn into the Alien First Descendant JJK podcast at a certain point. Because, of course, that Alien Earth show will keep going, of course. So you have something to talk about, because what else will you be able to talk about at that point?
I don't know anymore. I finished Dexter. What am I going to do? Go back to Rebirth and actually watch it?
Oh, heavens no. Always forward, never back. You could finish that one anime that you talked about like 5 podcasts ago.
Oh, God. The amount of effort I have to put in to watch that anime.
Can I just stare at the wall?
Oh.
All right. Well, that's a podcast. Yeah, if you want to watch me play video games, you can find me at twitch.tv/B_SKUM. I'll put a link in the description. You can check me out there. If you're listening to this on somewhere else, you can find me on YouTube at youtube.com @B_SKUM. And yeah, we'll see you on the next podcast. Goodbye.